Welcome back to AdCast. I'm Carl Vervish, and I'm right here with my lovely guest co-host, Kate Wiley.
Well, we are actually here with Dawn Phillips this evening from the TBT.
Welcome, Dawn.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And she is going to tell us a little bit about how our advertising market has been affected by the Super Bowl coming here to Tampa Bay and some of the unique advertising opportunities there are for advertisers right now.
Yep.
Sure. A lot of different kinds of things happening over the TBT.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
one of our favorite partners.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're happy to be a partner.
So, I mean, obviously, the Super Bowl coming to town, there's got to be a lot of people that want to advertise here more than ever.
Absolutely. There's people who want to advertise more. I've seen a huge increase in the retail businesses that kind of get excited about the 100,000 visitors that are going to be here over the next weekend. But we've prepared with TBT, especially because it's a free daily, obviously,
Sure.
out in the market. And if you're a visitor, instead of pulling a quarter out, you're probably going to, pick up something free that looks cool.
Mhm.
So we increased distribution actually over last Friday by 15,000 copies and this Friday by 15,000 copies. So that's huge distribution.
Now, offhand, 15,000 sounds like an
Right.
enormous number. What's your usual distribution?
100,000.
Okay.
So
it's a 15% increase.
Thank you very much. I'm with you on the percentages. So that's a big task for us. I mean, printing 100,000 copies every Friday is big to begin with.
Sure.
But I mean, every single one of them gets picked up on a weekly basis. I mean, there's not a rack that's got a paper in it.
Yeah, we are often on the hunt for them.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yep. You young professionals are on the hunt for TBT. I'm telling you, that is, it's our dream. It's really the target we're looking for in office buildings and out at coffee shops and restaurants and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be huge. I think that we'll see some success for our advertisers who choose to be in it this last Friday and this week. So,
a lot of eyes on that.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so.
So now I also understand that you guys are doing some stuff that maybe the other publications aren't.
Yeah, as far as creative ad units is what we call them, working for the St. Petersburg Times, which is obviously the parent company for TBT, journalistic integrity, advertising is very, columns and inches and boxes and that kind of thing. And with TBT, we've really had an opportunity to expand upon that, box. And we've done some really cool things. Like I said, we call them creative ad units or out of the box, where we're able to take, this like a double truck kind of ad like this and really kind of play up the content of the advertising. So you see like two kind of bookends and then the martini glass kind of coming out and the ice cubes kind of jumping out. So
how do you measure that in column inches?
Yeah, well, we measured an impact, really. I mean, you figure this is as good as a full page ad as far as I'm concerned, because you've got now the advertising is content.
Right.
You're reading this and you're looking at it, and I don't know about you, but the most interesting thing on there to me is, the bookends. So
I'd say that's better than a full page ad because I might flip a full page ad to get to the content.
Exactly. Thank you.
Sure.
Good call.
No, that's true. That's very...
That was
concept.
exciting for us. I mean, we've done, that's kind of the big spread. I mean, we've done crab legs kind of coming out into the context, that kind of thing. So it's fun. It's fun to create, and it wows, customers usually, advertisers. So some other cool things we did, Carl mentioned earlier, the scented ink that we actually have that available in most of our publications, including TBT.
I'm raring for a sniff.
Are you? Well, here you go. Scratch and sniff away. That's an orange-flavored mimosa there. So.
This is an ad.
So are we working on getting the sniff capability for AdCast so our viewers can
We are.
sniff too?
Actually, right now, for those of you at home, I invite you to scratch your screen. I'm sorry, I haven't deodorized in a bit. That's pretty awesome.
Smells like an orange, huh?
It does.
We've
Citrus at the very least.
Publix. We've pitched this to obviously
Smell the
groceries.
paper.
So
that would
think
be
picture the
perfect.
big cupcake on a page where you scratch the sniff and you get the chocolate icing flavor. Smell. So kind of neat.
It works.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I almost feel like it should be called out more. That's my only creative criticism for you at home. That I came up with this ad. But the capability of it is awesome.
It really is, and it's not. I mean, it's one that's widely available, that not widely used. So I'd love the opportunity to be able to talk about that kind of stuff. So.
I think that's the first time in this market that I've seen that.
That's the first time on AdCast that I've smelled an ad.
For sure.
First time for everything. I love it. Cool. I'll tell you about one more just kind of exciting advertising placement, if you will, and it's our newest opportunity, and it's one that has gotten really popular. We first rolled it out with Publix in the Greenwise location that opened in Hyde Park, and it's actually a wrap where we will wrap our own front page. Our news department is very generous with that, and wrap it with what essentially is a 4-page advertisement.
Wow.
So this is like a mock front cover with
Mm.
TBTs inside. So then this is the creativity you have for, create a front and a back cover with inside content. So
that is a nice canvas to work with.
It's an awesome canvas to work with, and I mean, it's
like 4 square feet.
Right.
I'm a math wizard.
What is the percentage of space?
29.3.
The cool thing about this is, I mean, we wouldn't necessarily do this for like the carpet guy who wants to sell 20% off carpet that weekend.
No.
I mean, this is newsworthy stuff. I
Sure.
mean, if we're going to be able to wrap our front cover for what our editorial team deems newsworthy that day, it's got to be something equally newsworthy. So, the opening of Body Worlds, we did that at Mosey. The ACC tournament that was here. Got a really cool one coming up this Friday for Super Bowl. So,
is it a secret?
I can't tell you.
I guess it is.
That's kind of how a secret works. It's a secret. That's a yes.
Yes, that's a yes. Wait till
so how do you? Okay, I have to ask. How do you handle that? Where you have someone. So if I am Bob's Carpet and I have my big 20% off President's Day sale,
right?
Which is the world to you, of course,
right?
Yeah.
And I'd love to give you a ton of money to have that. How do you handle that situation?
I guess we would talk to Bob and and say, if there was a new green, something. I mean, it would have to be something newsworthy. And I am certainly not the judge of what is newsworthy. I'm on the advertising side of this business, so don't get me wrong. But it's got to be interesting too. I mean, our young professional readers. I mean, people know what an advertisement looks like, and they can appreciate something creative like this as well. So I mean, we have to protect the integrity of our audience and of what we're putting out there. So
sure.
I think we turned down that. I mean,
I'm very offended as well.
So with the Super
there's
Bowl,
plenty of room for you inside. Here, so.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other opportunities.
No,
I think
and
that's
there
a
is.
great idea because you don't want to put something on the outside of your product. Essentially, you don't want to package yourself in something that your viewing audience isn't going to relate to. Because
and doesn't represent
that doesn't do
it
any
well.
good for anyone.
I agree. Yes, totally agree.
Bob can have the stuff
double
on
truck
either side.
inside.
He can have the double truck. Yeah.
We'll sell them on TampaBay.com. We can put them in the Times product.
Scratch and sniff carpet.
Yeah. That wine stain. Yeah.
I know. I should get rid of that. You're right.
So the Super Bowl is only a few days away now, and are there still opportunities for advertisers here in the market?
Oh, that's such a good question. No, Wayne, I shouldn't say that. Our Sunday.
No. How much do you have?
With TBT, we will have an over 100-page book magazine on Friday. It'll be the biggest one we've ever done, and we pushed the deadlines out as far as we possibly could, because we had a lot of interest. I mean, you talk about what the impact is, and retailers and businesses locally and abroad have seen that this is the place to be, and we want to get in front of people. So the Times will do a very cool Super Bowl section every day right now up until Sunday. So you're talking to an ad manager. I got an opportunity for you somewhere within.
We can work something out.
Well, I mean, TampaBay.com will be highly visited. TBT.com will be highly visited.
Oh, yeah.
So, but for TBT in general, it won't happen this week. So
over 100 pages. What's your typical?
80 on a Friday. So
20%.
Thank you. I usually use a calculator.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you so much for coming on
Oh,
the show.
thank
It's
you.
been great.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and conveniently, we'd like to thank our sponsor, TBT.
Which is you again.
You. And Tampa Digital Studios.
Thanks to everyone at home for continuing to watch us. I really can't blame you. We'll be back in a minute.